Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Then today we are going to install a 64-bit ROM on our Moto G4 Plus. Now the processor that Moto G4 Plus carries is Snapdragon 617, which is much more capable of using and handling a 64-bit ROM. However, Motorola decided otherwise and they gave us a 32-bit ROM to work with. Now since the stock ROM was 32-bit, most of the custom ROMs that were made around it were 32-bit, and now the Lineage 15.1 one ROM has been introduced after a long and much hard work, which is the 64-bit support. So I have installed that ROM. That ROM is super smooth and it is also power efficient as compared to other ROMs. So I have installed it, I have used it, it is good, and I'm going to make a video now so that you also can try it and let me know in the comments how was your experience. So let's get started. The link will be in the description of the files that are required. So we basically need three things, which is Lineage 15.1, which is the ROM zip, the OpenGApp 64-bit 8.1 scope, and the recovery, which supports 64-bit. So all the three of them are really required. You cannot use any other than these ones because these are the ones that support 64-bit, and 64-bit especially the OpenGApps and recovery are not widely available right now. I also have a Super SU SR, which is service release 5, just to make sure that if Magisk doesn't work properly or if it has any problems, we can use Super SU to root the device as well. So we are going to install it and let's see how it goes out. The installation procedure is really simple and very same. We wipe out the already present OS and then we install Lineage 15.1 zip, then GApps. But the one step which we need to make sure that it goes right is that we need to flash the recovery that we have here, this recovery. So I already have it in my system, in my phone already, so I'm still going to show you how it works. So I have this recovery here and the process is real simple. Hold shift and then right click and open PowerShell window here. Type ./fastboot flash recovery.img and press enter. This flash this new 64-bit recovery into your phone, and then you can use it for flashing the new 64-bit ROM. Please note that this recovery can also be used to flash any other ROM if you want to, and if you want to come back, and you can also take a backup from it, and when you restore the backup it works as a normal recovery. However, if your device is encrypted, this recovery does not support encryption right now. So I'm going to show you how to install it and then we'll come back here and do a little stuff with it. Okay, so we're here and this recovery supports 64-bit ROM and it also supports 32-bit ROM. So if you want to flash 32-bit ROM or I would say any other ROM, you can use this recovery. But if you are encrypted and your phone is encrypted, you won't be able to use this recovery for the time being. It does not support decryption. So before doing anything, as usual, the steps that we follow that are create a backup always before doing anything or experimenting or starting to flash anything else. You should always back up your phone. You can delete that backup later if you are running out of space, but it is good to create backups regularly so that you do not lose any precious data from your phone, and in case anything goes wrong you can always fall back to what you started from. Since I already have made my backup, so I am not going to show that step. The thing is really simple. Go to backup. These three which are already ticked are enough, and just swipe and it will start the backup. So I'm not going to take it. Once you have done the backup, I'm just going to go to advanced wipe and Talvik system, data and cache. Please do not select internal storage, it is not required. It will wipe out anything that is in your internal. So I'm going to wipe this off. This is basically the OS that I already had, which was Invicta. Okay, so then let's go to install. It is in my internal storage. I'm going to go back. So this is the one which I'm going to select, and I'm going to pair it up with Pico GApps as well. So it's going to install. It takes a few seconds. Okay, once the installation is complete, we'll wipe Talvik and cache and we'll reboot the system. As simple as that. Procedure for installing the ROM is always the same. So you take a backup, then you wipe the existing OS, and then you install the new OS. And let's not forget the most important part, that we need to install GApps as well. Okay, so we're almost done, and that's arranged. This seems fine. Switch off Bluetooth, switch off mobile internet. So here we are, and the 64-bit ROM is installed. It is 8.1, which is 15.1 Lineage, which is based on 8.1, which is Oreo, and as you can see it's 8.1, and API level is Core 7, latest 5 December security patch level. So it is very new. You can see it says test, Bellows test keys. So when we are trying to install a new ROM, Oreo ROMs have a little bit of problem with camera being buggy and the flash is not working, which is not working in this phone as well. So we'll hop into the phone and we'll check out what the features are working in. Okay, so we're in the phone and let's find out. So these are default apps which comes with the phone, with the ROM. Go to settings. The device will be a little laggy at the first reboot, but after 2 or 3 reboots it will be fine. It'll work very smoothly, like buttery soft. ROM is going to be very stock. There aren't going to be any extra feature. The only feature which comes here are these gestures, which is double twist and chop chop, which are not working since the ROM is very new. Apart from these, we have keyboard and everything else is very stock using the lowest brightness. And double tap the status bar. This feature is available here, and when display works properly. So this is more or less the ROM which you can use, which is 64-bit ROM, and you can use it and try it out. It is much more smooth and very battery efficient as I have tried it. So this is all for you to find out and test it out, and let me know in the comments. The most difficult feature or the most difficult thing that developers are facing right now is the camera, but the camera works more or less good in this phone. As you can see, this is the stock camera app that I am using and it's very clear. That is my dog. It's good, so it clicks photos nicely. It's getting a bit laggy because I'm using recording software as well, and the first reboot is very important as the ROM is a bit laggy when booted for the first time, so you need to boot it at least once or twice to get the things done. I'm trying to figure out, yeah, video is here. We can switch. Video is not working at the time being, I believe. It's full HD. Settings. Video, okay, video is on. Let's see if video we can actually make. Video is facing a little bit of issues. However, I know that if you use footage camera, which is an app, and you can also use open camera for that fact, wherein the video is working. So I'm going to display that right away. Let's download that. Still waiting to get the camera on. Yep, it's on. So let's try if video works in this. The camera is still buggy. If you want to try this ROM out, you can, but you will have to wait. If you are a video recorder, so you need to wait for a stable release to be out. Meanwhile, you can still stick to Nougat ROMs if you're trying to use custom, and if you're sticking to stock, that will be great. So that's more or less 64-bit ROM for you. And if you want to try it out, which is good, and this ROM is actually very smooth, as I have experienced it in the past before making this video. So you can obviously go ahead and try this out. I'm sure you're not going to be disappointed if you're not much into photography or videography. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a good day. When I shoot, but I can't let you go. When I'm